Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, hope you are all doing well. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Eldiran Rafauzan Zarkashi. I'm from Bogor. I'm a student at Sunan Gunung Jati State Islamic University, Bandung. Now, I'm studying in Public Administration, Class B. On today's presentation, I would like to share about Australian foreign policy. Without any further ado, let's get into the slideshow. Foreign policy. Foreign policy is designed to fulfill the national interests in terms of security, ideological goals, and the prosperity of its people. Australia's foreign policy was quite prominent in 2014. In that year, Australia hosted a group of 20 countries meeting in November and served as President of the United Nations Security Council. Australia's foreign policy addressed issues such as asylum, climate, and aid to other countries. In determining foreign policy or decision making, a country is influenced by two determining factors, namely international or external, and domestic or internal. External factors, namely the international system, international law, international organizations, alliance, and military strategy or competition. Meanwhile, internal factors are conditions originating from a country, such as culture and history, geography, economic growth and natural resource, military capability, political system, the character of the country's leader, political parties, science and technology. Australian foreign policy. First is Free Trade Agreement or FTA. FTA is an international agreement or agreement that regulates the reduction or elimination of restrictions or barriers to trade in goods and services as well as investment. The formation of various FTAs is a form of trade liberalization which has become a necessity and cannot be avoided by every country as a member of the international community. FTAs can be formed bilaterally or regionally. Second is China-Australia Free Trade Agreement or CAFTA. CAFTA is one of the FTA agreements implemented by Australia. CAFTA entered into force on 20 December 2015. CAFTA increased opportunities for investors from Australia and China. CAFTA also supports increased trade and investment between Australia and China by reducing barriers to labor mobility and increasing temporary entry in the context of immigration and employment protection and frameworks. Next is Korea-Australian Free Trade Agreement or CAFTA. CAFTA is another agreement made by Australia. CAFTA, which took effect in December 2014, substantially regulates trade liberalization between Australia and South Korea. CAFTA opens up great access for Australian trade to enter the South Korean market. CAFTA also frees up access for various Australian service sector companies such as legal, financial, accounting, and telecommunication service. For investors, CAFTA opens wider opportunities for Australian investment to South Korea and also encourage South Korea direct investment in Australia. And CAFTA also provides increased protection and certainty for investment from both countries with provisions to ensure non-discrimination and protection and security for investment. Next is Operation Sovereign Borders or OSB. OSB is an operation to dispel and return boats or ships carrying immigrants to their country of origin. Jeffrey 2015. OSB was Australia's foreign policy during the reign of Tony Abbott, who served as Prime Minister or PM of Australia from 2013 until 2015. The implementation of OSB is carried out by several Australian government agencies or the Joint Agency Task Force or JATF, which is a combination of 16 Australian government agencies. But the main components of OSB implementation consist of three institutions that have their respective duties, namely 1. Disruption and Deterrence Task Group or DDTG, led by the Australian Federal Police. 2. Detection, Interception and Transfer Group or DITG, led by Maritime Border Command. And 3. Detention and Removals Task Group, led by the Department of Immigration and Border Protection. Australia is one of the main destination countries of immigrants, especially for South and East Asian countries like Iran, Sri Lanka, and Afghanistan, with the aim of carrying out official duties, looking for decent work, and not a few who want to live permanently through two roads, namely the air road by airplane and the sea road by boat or boat people. The term boat people is widely used by the media to refer to refugee, asylum seekers, and illegal immigrants, or called illegal maritime arrivals or IMAs. In controlling the flow of incoming IMAs, the Australian government has implemented several foreign policies, one of which is Operation Sovereign Borders or OSB, which was initiated and implemented under the reign of Prime Minister Tony Abbott in 2013. The implementation of the OSB policy is carried out in a confidential manner. The Department of Immigration and Border Protection or DABP restricts information related to OSB in all aspects of policy. For operational reasons, the restrict information includes the number and notification of illegal boat arrivals, the number return boats, and the number of asylum-seeking rescue boats used, and the situation of offshore processing centers in Papua New Guinea and Nauru. OSB is a form of change in Australian foreign policy in the form of program change, which according to Charles Herman is defined as change to foreign policy instruments without changing national goals or interests. The action taken in the process of implementing OSB are as follows. 1 is return of the ship by providing assistance for the process of returning to the country of origin and transit. 2. Interception of suspect irregular entry vessel which originates in Sri Lanka and then returns passengers regardless of their status. 3. Capacity building for offshore detention centers in Manus Pulau and Nauru. 4. Provision of orange lifeboats to return asylum seekers who arrive in unfit boats. And 5. Provision of TPV for asylum seekers who are already in Australia and are awaiting determination of their refuge status. Alhamdulillah, the presentation of the material has been completed. Sorry if there is an error. May we all always be in good health. Amin. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.